Let's take a look at the top news headlines. Amit Shah takes strategic steps to address Manipur situation and will leave Imphal for Churachandpur to meet tribal leaders and CSOs. Army apprehended 22 miscreants. Assam Rifles rescued stranded people from Sero and Sugnu. And Kokomi welcomes Union Home Minister Amit Shah's visit to the state. Hello and a very good afternoon. You're watching MAMI TV English News Channel. I'm Kavita Tongram. Now the news in details. Amidst the violence, Union Home Minister Amit Shah arrived state capital on Monday night on 4-day visit, during which he will hold several rounds of security meetings to assess the situation and plan steps to restore normalcy in the state. And this morning, Amit Shah left Imphal for Churachandpur district to meet community leaders and CSOs after he met Women Mera Paibis at Raj Bhavan Imphal this morning. In a concerted effort to address the ongoing situation in Manipur, Union Home Minister Amit Shah engaged in a series of high-level meetings and interactions on Tuesday. The discussions centered on formulating effective measures to tackle the challenges faced by the state. Soon after reaching Imphal on Monday night, a significant meeting took place between the Union Home Minister, Chief Minister N. Biren and Cabinet Ministers. The gathering served as a platform for in-depth deliberations on the situation at hand, aimed at devising strategies to restore stability and alleviate concerns. On Tuesday, Amit Shah commenced his day by meeting representatives of the Valley-based civil society at Raj Bhavan and CM Secretariat in Imphal, which is still going on till the filing of this report. This interactive session provided an opportunity to engage with various stakeholders, facilitating an exchange of ideas and perspectives. In the afternoon, the Union Home Minister has an important visit scheduled to Churachandpur, one of the districts severely affected by the situation. Utilizing an Indian Air Force chopper, Amit Shah will travel to the district with the purpose of meeting CSOs operating in the area. This crucial engagement aims to gather on-ground insights and better understand the challenges faced by the affected communities. Furthermore, the Home Minister has additional meetings planned for the evening, emphasizing the government's commitment to address the issues comprehensively. Looking ahead, Amit Shah is expected to address the press tomorrow. During the press conference, he will provide updates on the evolving situation in Manipur, offering valuable insights into the government's initiatives, progress made, and future plans. This proactive step highlights the significance of transparent communication and ensures the public is well informed. With Amit Shah's active involvement and strategic approach, the government aims to bring about positive change, restore stability, and alleviate the concerns faced by the people of Manipur. While informing the public that those spreading false and fake news on social media platforms will be declared as directly involved in the present law and order situation in the state, Chief Secretary Vinit Joshi said strict actions will be initiated against them under Sedition Act. Issuing an order in this regard, Dr. Vinit said majority of comments posted on the social media at present are wrong and based on rumors, and such wrong information not only aggravates the situation but also incites the people to resort to violence. While pointing out that killing and affecting unarmed innocent people and destruction of properties hamper government's efforts to restore peace and normalcy, the order said, accordingly, those spreading fake news are deemed fit to be punished under the Sedition Act. Dr. Vinit Joshi asserted that legal action will be initiated against individual or groups spreading fake news in the state or outside. The army had arrested 22 armed miscreants who tried to set houses fire in Imphal district on Monday and recovered weapons from their possession, an official source said. A defense spokesperson said that a large number of army troops were mobilized on Sunday night after an intelligence input suggested armed miscreants were venturing out to warehouses at Sansabi, Goltabi and Sabunkolkunau in hilly region of Imphal East district. Multiple mobile vehicle checkposts were immediately set up and search operations in the area were undertaken. At the point of time, army soldiers were attacked and fired upon by the miscreants who were trying to burn the houses. However, Army's proactive and swift operation apprehended 22 armed miscreants with weapons and other warlike store from their possessions. The arms recovered from the miscreants includes 5 12-bore double-barrel rifles, 3 single-barrel rifles, country-made weapon with double bore and 1 muzzle-loaded weapon. All 22 miscreants along with recovered were handed over to Manipur police, the defense spokesperson said. Meanwhile, Pro-IGAR South and PIV Defense said that drones, mine-protected vehicles, quick reaction teams were mobilized to undertake large-scale civilian rescue operation in the aftermath of fresh violence incidents at Sugnu and Sero areas of Kakching district, during which many persons, including 2 commandos, died and 12 others were injured after armed militants attacked villages at Sugnu on Sunday. After fresh incident at Sugnu and Sero villages, the villages of different communities were stranded in various pockets under the protection of security forces. The Army and Assam Rifles coordination with police and district administration and civil society organizations evacuated nearly 2,000 Maite villages from Sero to Pangaltavi relief camp in defense and private vehicles under the protection of the Assam Rifles, the pro statement added. World boxing champion Sarita said the current issue that Manipur has been unfortunately facing is between particularly 2 communities and not between Maite Hindu and Christian as it is being portrayed by the national media. Speaking to DIPR, Sarita said it is heartbreaking to witness Manipur, which is known for harmonious and very peaceful land, to the current unfortunate violence-ridden land. Manipur will come into such a sorry state is beyond my wildest dreams. Our lives have been drastically affected and disturbed. As a player, I always dream of Manipur, a drug-free, peaceful society for our youths. She further stated that it is very unfortunate for the rest of the world to gaze the current issue as clash between Hindu and Christian or Maite Hindu against the tribal. And national media should not portray the course of events like that also. Sarita said it is quite common to have misunderstanding and issues between the members of a family, and Manipur's present situation should be treated like this. But instead of portraying the issue as of Hindu versus tribal or Maite discriminating and torturing the tribal is very unfortunate. World champion boxer appealed that she earnestly hopes and prays that there will be amendment between the 2 communities and the mutual understanding will come again through dialogue. She also appealed to people from both communities to calm down and hope for peace to prevail and listen to each other's grievances. In a bid to safeguard the land and properties of Maites, notable local clubs and organizations from Bishnupur district have come together to form the United Maite Association on May 28, according to a statement issued by Mutum Nanau Singh, publicity in charge United Maite Association. The association was constituted after a joint meeting of prominent local clubs, which was convened on May 28. The association has resolved to provide assistance to those who have been affected by the ongoing turmoil ravaging the state. It added that the United Maite Association will face any anti-social elements that seek to harm the integrity of Manipur. Further, United Maite Association lauded the contribution of state forces in their brave attempts to safeguard the lives of civilians population amid the unrest. The statement also expressed hope that the Union Home Minister Amit Shah's visit to the state will bring about a peaceful resolution to the conflict. If the violence is allowed to go undeterred, both sides will suffer immense losses, and this could also pose a threat to the integrity of India, it added. Lastly, the United Maite Association appealed to people to unite against the forces threatening the integrity of Manipur. It advised people to be aware of the true enemies, friends and brothers. The Coordination Committee on Manipur Integrity, Kokomi, has stated that it welcomes Union Home Minister Amit Shah's visit to the state. Speaking to media persons at Uribog office this afternoon, Kokomi Media Coordinator Somorendra Toksom said that although Amit Shah's visit, which comes 26 days after the eruption of the ethnic crisis, is quite late, he is still welcome. The Kokomi is hopeful that the Union Home Minister would bring a solution and deliver justice, he said. The unrest seen in the state since May 3 is not a communal conflict but narco-terrorism unleashed by Suo groups in collaboration with illegal immigrants upon indigenous people, particularly Maites, Somorendra said. Pointing out that the state government has already declared the Kuki militants as terrorists, he urged the central government to come out with a similar declaration and initiate befitting action. He also questioned the motive of impounding licensed guns from the valley districts by orders of the district magistrates about 2 months back. Protracted shutdown of internet in the name of the unrest cannot be justified. The ban on internet services has severely affected IT, business and service sectors. It is nothing short of violating people's fundamental rights, he said. The ban on internet services should be lifted immediately, the Kokomi Media Coordinator demanded. He then appealed to all the people not to pose any hurdle to the movement of CAPF and other paramilitary forces. Kokomi Coordinator Jitendra Ningomba said they appreciate and are grateful for the declaration made by some private hospitals that they would treat all the injured victims of the ongoing violence free of cost. Jivan Hospital Kakching, National Charitable Hospital Moirang, Little Clinic Imphal and Imphal Hospital and Research Institute have announced that they would treat the victims of the ethnic violence free of cost. The Kokomi coordinator exuded confidence that other private hospitals would come out with similar announcements. To bring back peace and normalcy in the state of Manipur, senior BJP leader Wilubo Nyumai visited Kuki areas in Kangpokpi and Senapati districts and met with leaders of Kuki CSOs on Monday. During the meeting, the BJP leader said that the enmity and fight between the two communities, Maites and Kukis, will not bring any good to both the communities except loss. Wilubo also said that the BJP has nothing to do with the burning of churches in Imphal Valley, while also adding that secularism with respect to the BJP is to uplift every section of people economically, keeping aside religion and taking the country in the path of development and progress. Wilubo then urged the leaders of the Kuki community to do the needful as responsible citizens and Christians to bring back peace and normalcy in the state. He further said that forgiveness and love are the core values of Christianity. The team led by Wilubo Nyumai also visited the relief camps in the areas and heard the grievances of the inmates. One internally displaced person IDP who was sheltering in a relief camp at Kaithalmanbi military colony in Champai subdivision of Kangpokpi district has expired on Monday. The deceased has been identified as Khaipao Hokip, 63, from Sahibung village. He died of cardiorespiratory failure and chronic kidney disease. According to the deceased's cousin, they left the village when it was burned down in the ethnic clashes on May 7th. After hiding in a jungle, they were evacuated to Kangpokpi district headquarters on May 13. Since they left the village, the deceased could no longer have dialysis, which unfortunately accounts for his death. He recalled that Khaipao Hoki was already in a serious condition when they fled from their village. Even after being evacuated to Kangpokpi district headquarters, they were unable to get him dialysis treatment at Senapati district hospital owing to the crowd waiting for the same. We were waiting for our time. He was about to get dialysis next week, but before our time came, he left us, he added emotionally. Expressing grief that she could not bury her husband in their home, the wife of the deceased expressed gratitude to the people of Kaithalmanbi military colony for their generosity and kindness for allowing her husband to be buried in the village. Khaipao Hokip was buried at Kaithalmanbi by Kaithalmanbi Solam Baptist Church with the permission of Kaithalmanbi Village Authority later in the evening after a condolence service was held at Kaithalmanbi Solam Baptist Church premises where hundreds of people paid their respects. Now, before we wind up, let's have a quick look at the top stories once again. Amit Shah takes strategic steps to address Manipur situation and will leave informed for Churachandpur to meet tribal leaders and CSOs. Army apprehended 22 miscreants. Assam Rifles rescued stranded people from Sero and Sugnu. And Kokomi welcomes Union Home Minister Amit Shah's visit to the state. And that brings us to the end of today's English News Bulletin. Thanks for watching.